Yo, big up everyone. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Big up everyone. How you doing? Salute, Karma, Cerny, Karma. Big up. How you doing? Flawless is not here. Lucky me. Um, lucky me. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Sarcasm City for the final group game of match day 3. The final group game in general for the 2025 AFCON. Gabon versus Ivory Coast and Mozambique versus Cameroon. I'm gonna get the games up. Actually, let me even look at the groups. Even look at the groups. Even look at the groups and where it stands. So I know which games to focus on. Yeah, Cote d'Ivoire, as it stands currently with the games playing, Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon are both on joint 5. Mozambique are on 4. Gabon are on 1. So, let me watch Mozambique, Cameroon. I'll watch Mozambique, Cameroon for now. Let's see. And yeah, and I'll switch between the games. Depending on the stuff that happens. I've got notifications on for both games on my phone, so I'll switch between the two games in case there's a goal that happens or whatever, so I can, I can be watching. But yeah. Has Chelsea sacked Maresca yet? We want the SCS to bring in the Boer, former Palace manager, to a new Chelsea man. Nah, not the Boer. But good trolling though. But nah, it looks like Maresca will be sacked by end of the season or maybe somewhere in January if we keep losing games. But I said this in the season. I said this back in when the season started after the Palace game when he spoke out. I said if Maresca keeps speaking out, they will sack him. They'll sack him at the end of the season. I said this. And people were like, "Oh no, that's not going to happen." Cool. Is Mbeumo playing wingback in this Cameroon game? No fucking way. Yeah, I'm definitely watching this game. Fuck. Yeah, I've got the Mozambique Cameroon game on. Oh yeah, Mozambique are kicking from left to right. Cameroon are from right to left. I think he is playing wingback. Ow. Cameroon attacks the stupendous Amarum tactics. Cameroon coach, yeah. But big up everyone. I hope you guys have been enjoying AFCON so far. You guys have all been enjoying AFCON so far. I certainly have. Free kick to Mozambique. Free kick for Mozambique. Ball whipped in. Ooh. Well, I'm still have it on the left side. Ball whipped back in. Collected by the Cameroon goalkeeper. Spilled. Ooh, and they clear it. Cameroon goalkeeper almost hit down on Nana. It's crazy. Crazy. Mozambique in behind. Oh. Made connection, but Mr. Sitter. Yeah, Mozambique are getting forward in this game. And yeah, Mozambique are really trying. If Mozambique win and beat Cameroon, they will be on 6 points if they do that. And they could top the group ahead of Cote d'Ivoire if they don't win. Damn. Good game. Good group. Good up, everyone. Oh. Has there been a goal in the Gabon v Cameroon? Hmm. Interesting. Gabon are shooting from left to right. Cameroon. Oh, sorry. Gabon are shooting from left to right. Ivory Coast are shooting from right to left. Cameroon. Gabon are breaking forward. Switch off to the right. Nice touch. Shift. Good save. Spilt. And a tap in. Gabon have scored their last this game and the last game. Gabon have scored 3 goals from rebounds off the goalkeeper, tap ins. Kanga scored. Kanga the Conqueror. Nah, that's funny. But no, Kanga has scored. Kanga, the number 10. Damn. Yeah, 1-0. 1-0 Gabon. Yeah, they have scored, Stephen. Big up Stephen George. Let me just make the edit for the thing. Yeah. 1-0. And let me if I look at the if I look at the table, if I look at the table as it stands, as it stands, as it stands, because Gabon just scored as it stands. Gabon are on 3 points, fourth in the group. Ivory Coast have dropped down to third on 4 points. Mozambique are on second on 4 points because they have a better head-to-head than Cote d'Ivoire. And Cameroon are fifth, are on 5 points with 1. Damn. So with that, the lead Gabon have just got. Damn. That lead Gabon have just got. Yeah, far. Fuck. Yeah, you know what? I'll have Mozambique, Cameroon on my phone about this. And then Gabon, Ivory Coast on my laptop. How about that, guys? Does that help? Free kick to Gabon, free kick, and also free kick to Mozambique. Substitution made for Mozambique. They'll go Kalila off for Bruno Langa. Oh, sit or miss. Sit or miss. Sit or miss by sit or miss by Cameroon. Fuck. Free kick to Ivory Coast on the left side, edge of the box, edge of the area. Ball whipped in. Corner. Corner to Ivory Coast taken quickly by Kessie. Ball whipped in. Yeah, and Gabon are gonna break. Nice from Gabon. Hey, oh, yeah, that's a free kick. Free kick to Ivory Coast. A Gabon player just stupidly giving away a free kick. Yeah, the free kick by Ivory Coast taken quickly. Goalkeeper has it, sprays it out to the wide right. Yeah, Ivory Coast is playing it around their back line. Ooh. Ivory Coast breaking forward. Zaha. That's a nice ball from Zaha. In behind. That's a pen. That's a pen. That's a pen, Ivory Coast. Yeah, that was nice from Zaha on the left. Nicely rolling from. Oh, is that off? Oh, that might be close. I need to see a replay. Could be close. Could be close. Yeah, it's off. Chopped off for offside. Oh my God, Gabon. Gabon are giving smoke. Gabon are playing out on the left side. Nice ball over the top. Ivory Coast have it. Gabon win it back to left, right side. Oh, nice. A good play. Goal from Bonga. A brilliant goal from Bonga. And it's 2-0 Gabon. Fuck. Fuck. Hey, Gabon. Hey. Low key. Hey, maybe I was right about Gabon. Maybe that's not a take I need to apologize on. Yeah, it is. 2-0 Gabon. Fuck. Hey. What does that mean? Yeah. Boganda scored and it's yeah, as it stands in this group, fuck. Yeah, Gabon, hey, nothing else they can really do to get out of this group, to be fair, but at least they're showing things. Um, damn, so if Mozambique beat Cameroon, Cameroon drop down to 3 points, and Gabon will finish third. Oh, wait, speaking of which, Mozambique just scored. Mozambique just scored. Mozambique just scored. Yeah, so Mozambique, yeah, sorry. They have just scored. So yeah, Mozambique are on 6 points on first. Gabon are second on 4. Ivory Coast are third on 4. Gabon are fourth on 3. So fuck. These games are good. They're, the quote Henri, hey, listen, I can feel it. They're cooking, they're cooking, they're cooking. Yeah. So yeah, 2-0 Gabon versus Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. And Mozambique are 1-0 up against Cameroon. Hey, Mozambique, I've enjoyed watching them. I've enjoyed watching Mozambique play. I've really enjoyed watching Mozambique play. Yeah, but yeah, it looks like Chelsea. What's his name? Maresca's gone. Maresca's gone. Hmm. Damn. Hey, everyone watching, run up the likes and subscribe, guys. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Run up the likes. Let's get to double-digit likes if we can, 10 likes. Subscribe also to Sarcasm City TV Extra, our extra channel. So yeah, big up everyone. Yeah, but yeah, fucking hell. Um, yeah, man, it's mad. Gabon can't get out of this group because even with this 3 points, it probably would be enough. But they're yeah. Oh, equalize, equalizer. Gabon or Mozambique won. Cameroon won. Equalizer for Cameroon. Goal by it's an own goal by Nene, the Mozambique player. Fuck. Yeah. So as it stands in the group, again, yeah, it won't matter with Cameroon, but yeah, as it stands, as it stands, Cameroon top on 5, Mozambique second on 4, Cote d'Ivoire third on 4. Fucking hell! So these three teams are all like they're all out. Obviously, Cameroon, Mozambique, Cote d'Ivoire are all getting out of the group, but they're all battling to see who in what positions. Fucking hell! Ooh. Oh, that's a good save. Corner for Ivory Coast. Throw in for Gabon. Throw in for Gabon. Gabon playing it. Oh, ball pinged. Mm, yeah. Pick up everyone that's tuning. Oh, oh, that's why. Uh, yeah. Um, I mean, both. Yeah, let's. Okay, Moresca. To get rid of him. You know what, pals? Let me. I'll speak on this at halftime. Let me speak on this at halftime. There's like 15-ish minutes left. Speak on this at halftime. But pals, you let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, pals. Uh, because it's just a cycle. Cycle. Yeah, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak about this. I'm gonna speak about this at halftime because I'm gonna speak about this. Who do you think? All right, pals. Who, if you had the choice, who do you personally want to replace Maresca? And then, yeah, who do you personally want the manager to be next? And who do you realistically think they'll appoint? Because I'm curious. You have no idea who you want. It's literally a cycle. Um, it's a bit unexpected. Wait, you have no idea who you want. It's unexpected, but they'll get someone who whack in the championship again. Or people saying Glasner, but he's already fighting with Palace. Exactly. Glasner's fighting with the Palace role, like about Palace and stuff. Why would he come here? It's gonna be like Liam Rosenier. It's gonna be Rosenier to replace him. My thing is, if they're gonna sack him at the end of the season at least. But I think they'll probably end up sacking him in if the results don't kind of change and improve. Oh, Cameroon. Oh, nice. Cameroon are 2-1 up. He's not celebrating. I think that was offside. Yeah, it's offside. The thing is, I just hope they don't sack him mid-season because they've shown they don't have like. Do they have someone in place to at least be interim, or are they gonna just take Rosenier from Strasbourg? If say they sack Maresca tomorrow, well, they just take Rosenier from Strasbourg and he'll be the replacement straight away. And if that's the case, then you're fucking up Strasbourg. So, to be fair, I shouldn't really care about them fucking up Strasbourg because Chelsea, obviously, but still, it's like it's not a good look since they own both clubs. Mbaku, stop with this. The board, stop. You take the board at Man United. Yeah. Kofani said, Kofani, the guy who scored, he was offside. Yeah, and it was just like barely offside, slim margins. Prime v Alfie fight through the Jan in Kildare, Ireland. Get your tickets now, people. Nah. Yeah. Nah, I'm not fighting Alfie. Alfie's actually boxed before. He's actually fought, no, in a charity boxing event. I think he's fought before. I've not fought anyone, so um, yeah. Plus, I wouldn't fight Alfie anyway. He's my bro. He's my bro. Wait, is that a red card? The captain. No, it's not a red card. It's a sub. Are you finding Cameroon in now? So no Josh Cullen for the playoffs. Yeah, Josh Cullen no for the playoffs is a big miss. That I'm yeah. That pissed me off. No Josh Cullen for the playoffs. He's a big miss because he's our most technical midfielder, arguably our most technical player. So how are we going to play out? Unless he plays Finn Azaz in midfield instead of in the 10. Like towards the end of the game against Hungary, he dropped Finn Azaz in midfield with Cullen. So unless he does that and then plays Finn Azaz with like Malumbi or something, so workhorse. Or what I'd like us to do, play a 3-man midfield and play with wing backs and 2 up top. If we play Powrett and Ferguson up top in a 2, a 3-man midfield and have Ebosele and like someone else at wing back, maybe that would. But when's the last time you were in Ireland? A few years ago, bro. I haven't been back to Ireland since, but I'd like to go back. Probably should go back. Maybe in the summer or something. I'll visit for like a weekend. I should go back. Yeah, we are in both games. It's the 42nd, 43rd minute. Free kick to Gabon. Corner from Cameroon. Ball whipped in from Mbemo. Headed away from Mozambique and they break. Mm. The Ivory Coast breaking forward on the right. Ball whipped in. Headed away by Gabon. Cameroon still has it. On the left side now. Back in field. Nice ball for Crasso. Oh, nice goal. Assist from Zaha. Goal by Crasso. What 2-1. 2-1 Gabon. Goal from Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah. I had to wear it, but yeah, nah. Prime. People said you had a court case in Ireland, aka Alfie. Alfie said I have a court case. That's crazy because Alfie's actually had a court case on Summer Series, but whatever. Both games are at both teams have scored. Oh, all 4 teams have scored, I should say. All 4 teams have scored. Yeah, I used to live in Dublin, and then I moved to Carlow when I was when what 10, 11, maybe 10, 9, 10, something like that. But yeah, pick up everyone. Mm. Goal kick for Gabon. He went to Carlow once. Yeah, yeah. But um, yeah, both games are gonna be ending soon. Gabon, Ivory Coast, halftime. Halftime in both games, by the way. Mozambique won, Cameroon won, halftime. Gabon 2, Ivory Coast 1, halftime. Halftime in both games. Prime Alfie's. Wait, Alfie? Is Alfie live now? What the fuck's Alfie said? Yeah, listen. Ignore Alfie, man. The other day in the chat, he said this. Hey, listen, ignore Alfie, man. I don't know if you're causing shit or not, PFC, but ignore Alfie. Yeah, Chelsea. The whole thing with Maresca and stuff that Pels asked. Let me even scroll up back in the chat. They got PFC. Uh, so, thoughts on Maresca being sacked, Prime? My thoughts on Maresca being sacked is uh, I don't agree with it. Well, I think Maresca is a good coach. Um, but a lot of the problems and stuff that people have are the growing pains you're gonna get with a young and experienced manager. Now, in me saying that though, does that mean that he should still be here? Like, are the growing pains you're gonna get a young and experienced manager? The same way the stuff that you get with some of these young players and the up and down form that we have and whatever, not much consistency is the growing pains you have with the young and inexperienced squad. So that's why I'm not surprised by certain things, and I don't necessarily have anger towards. A lot of the big anger I have is towards, like, for example, Chalaba, Sanchez, who are the more experienced players in the team. Tosin too, you can include in there, and towards the sporting directors and ownership. But what's crazy is, just like we talk about, there's inexperience in the team, and we need more experience in the team and quality in the team. We also have an inexperienced manager who doesn't have. He's not like a top class manager or anything. At least, I mean, could he get there one day? Sure, whatever. But he's not there now. So we don't have inexperienced. We don't have like top class or world class, established, proven, ready made players in the team like 26, 27, 28, 29. In terms of the goalkeeper, the center back, the striker, in the midfielder, our spine. We don't have a top class, world class manager, experience being there, that won numerous league titles. We don't have that. We don't have in terms of our recruiting and scout directors, we don't have anyone experienced there. Like to Joe Shields and Joe Shields was part of City's academy, no, and when Stanley and Stewart have been at like Brighton and stuff, inexperienced at the top level, the highest level. And this ownership is also, yes, they may be experienced in terms of in sports, but in terms of football, they're inexperienced. So there's inexperience everywhere. What do people expect? Now, so just like we talk about how we need an upgrade on this or that, in the players in the squad and the manager, I look at people and I say, cool, get rid of Maresca, fine. But as much as I think he has been doing a good job on certain things, there's also things where he should be doing better. The points we dropped this season, for example, certain points we've dropped, you can blame on certain players and defenders and whatever, but there's certain games we've dropped where, with a more experienced manager, with a better manager than Maresca, I'm just throwing names out there. I'm not saying we should get them specifically. I'm just throwing names out there. With a Allegri or I guess Conte or a Jose or an Emery or whatever, they would have won us certain games that we drew and drawn us certain games that we've lost. They would have turned losses into draws and draws into wins. They would have. They would have certain games. I'm not saying that's all the games that we've lost and drawn they would have got points out of, but for certain of the games of them, they would have. But I don't want anyone to be fooled. Anyone that wants Maresca gone, they are not going to sack Maresca and go get whoever you think is a top class, world class manager. They're not going to bring back Tuchel. Tuchel can't come back anyway. He's at England. They're not going to bring, say, Tuchel or a Klopp type guy or whatever. They're not going to get a Conte, regardless of what you think of Conte. He is a world class or top class manager anyway. They're not going to get anyone like that. Well, not going to get anyone like that. They're not going to get. They're going to get another inexperienced guy, because they got the experienced manager, by the way, in Poch. Experienced guy, Pochettino knows how to develop and coach young players. They got the guy in Poch. It's just the fact that Poch is a bozo. But the theory of getting Poch made sense. It's just the practical of it being Pochettino and not someone else didn't make sense. But in theory, they tried that and it failed so horribly that they're like, cool, we'll bring in someone who's not going to speak out, because no one get it twisted. Why? And I said this at the time, Poch got sacked not because of how poor we were doing in the table. Because remember, for the first half of the season, we were mid-table. The second half of the season, people were talking about how we turned it around. But really, what happened is the last 10 games or so, I think we won 8 out of the last 10 or something like that. 9 out of the last 10, something like that. And we finished 6th. We don't remember drawing, was it 3-3 to Burnley and stuff like that. So They sacked him because he was speaking out towards the end of the season. If Poch didn't speak out, they would have kept Pochettino. They would have kept him. I just want people to keep that in mind. Maresca now, rumors of him being sacked, they're getting rid of him, and it's not to do with how poor we've been the last like month or two or whatever it's been. It's not to do with how up and down we've been this season. That's not why they're getting rid of him. They're getting rid of him because he's speaking out. And I said this, by the way, this would happen after. I said this after the Colwell stuff. And Colwell got injured, and then Colwell got injured in training. And after when we played Palace, after the Palace game, when he spoke out in the post match and talking about how important Colwell is to the system and how vital a ball playing defender is, and yada yada yada. And then he had to retract his comments after that. I said, if Maresca keeps speaking out, they will sack him. I thought they'd sack him at the end of the season. I said this also around, the poor-ish form we had around the United game, was it? Or maybe before United or whatever it was. I said that then as well. They'll sack him if he keeps speaking out because he spoke out around that time too. If he keeps speaking out, they will sack him. Now, if they're going to get rid of him, I still think you have to give him the season just because I don't trust them to get a real interim. Unless it's just going to be Willy Caballero, which I guess fair enough. But I don't really trust them to get an interim. So you might as well just give him the season, I guess. Or what? You're going to get Liam Rosenier at Strasbourg, who I rate Rosenier. I do. But with Rosenier, you're going to mess up Strasbourg and their season? Which, is that fair on us? Or not on us? Is that fair on Strasbourg? I don't think it is. One second. I'm just trying to get something. Just trying to do something. But yeah, that's not fair on Strasbourg if you're going to halt them by taking their manager mid-season. If, say, they sack Maresca now, tonight, will they just hire Rosenier and he's the manager tomorrow for the next game? That's not fair on Strasbourg. And fine, people can say, well, you're a Chelsea fan. Why do I care about Strasbourg? Not even necessarily, but they own Strasbourg. So for Blueco, why are you going to fuck up Strasbourg, a club that you own? Where are you going to fuck them up? Yeah. So yeah, like for me, I think personally, you have to get rid of the sporting directors first before you sack Maresca. But cool, this whole Chelsea fans wanted to do whole manager FC thing and how I told you so on Maresca or I told you so on Poch and keep the same energy and whatever. I said when we sacked Poch, your next guy has to work, or else I'm not going to care about managers. I'm going to look at the sporting directors. I'm going to look at the ownership because I've been calling out the squad building since the beginning. I didn't like the squad build when and these sporting directors came in. So these owners, the first summer window with, well, which was Bowley's window, to be fair, was 20. We won the Champions League in 2021. 21-22 was two because only full season. 22 summer was when they got the club basically, I guess. So 22-23 was the first full season. It was a full season of the ownership, the first season. Summer 22 was Todd Bowley's window with Koulibaly and all them, man. So, but with these sporting directors, January 2023 was their window. Cool. I wasn't happy with some of the stuff. Like everyone was celebrating spending how much we did on Enzo Fernandez. I wasn't happy with that. I didn't want him, and people know I was on his neck for like a year and a bit. Now I've got to a point where I know what Enzo is. Like we don't play. Maresca doesn't play to Enzo's strengths, but also Enzo's strengths, can that even work in the Prem? Because you know the conversations we had about Poch, about how Caicedo keeps being isolated. Why is Caicedo playing on an island? That's why he's making all these tackles and whatever. Cool. It's happening now as well. Different manager, different system, different style. It's happening now. So maybe the problem is with Enzo being there. And Enzo, Maresca keeps overplaying Enzo. Poch also overplayed Enzo. So maybe just, I don't know. If we can't play the Enzo strengths, or we're not going to play the Enzo strengths, or Enzo strengths won't even suit the Prem, then get rid. But yeah, yeah, I just, bro, like, cool. If you're gonna sack him, we'll get a Roz in there, and this fan base will still want to do It's funny because I see it. The fans that backed Poch heavily are now the ones who are heavily on Maresca. I see it. The fans who have heavily backed Maresca are going to be heavily on the next guy and Liam Ross in there. For me, though, I'll remain consistent. I know what the problem is. So unless Rosinier is completely like awful, which I don't expect him to be, and even if he does end up being awful, he's a young manager. He's going to have ups and downs. Like what he's doing at Strasbourg, I think he actually is doing a very good job at Strasbourg. He is, but coming to Chelsea is just different. Coming to Chelsea, doing well at Strasbourg is great, but it's not the same as coming to having that expectation at Chelsea. But yeah, I guess that's all really I have to say. Has the second half even started off again for both teams? Because yeah, I've not been. So. Well, big up everyone that's watching, by the way. Me get to all the way down to the chat. I went to Carlo once in Ryland for a feeling. Okay. Doesn't mean anything if you're doesn't mean if we're just getting another puppet to go through the same shit again. Exactly. And you know what's crazy? People were saying last season Maresca is just a yes man, he's a yes man, he's a yes man. All right, cool. Now your yes man is speaking out against the ownership and they're just gonna get rid of him anyway. So what now? At least Maresca, like, say what you want about Maresca's level and stuff. He wants to win. Like Maresca was surrounded by winners when he was at Juve during his playing career. He's been at Man City in coaching in the academy. Like Maresca is a winner. Like he does want to win. People need to understand that he does want to win. He knows what winning looks like. He's been surrounded around it. So, but cool. No worries. No problem. Ah, no problem. Prime dating show in 2026. Make it happen. No. For uh on grilling. Yeah, actually, you know what? Fairs. If you guys can get me, if you guys can get me on grilling, sure. Prime's so happy can actually worked out for you from a United fan. Okay. Well, I'm seeing your family spawning back Poch, and that'd be stupid to bring back Poch. What? Sure. Welcome back to the mud with us. Yeah. Hey, no, hey, I'm on AFCON time, bro. Nigeria aren't in the mud. We won 3 out of 3 games. We topped our group. We're the top goal scorers, I think. So yeah, I'm not in the mud, but yeah, the rest of you, man, you Chelsea fans, yeah, hold that. Big up 13 people watching. Run up the likes. Can we actually let me even check myself what the like says. If it's not on 10 likes, I'm gonna be pissed. This is not on 10 likes, guys. I'm gonna be pissed. It better be on 10. 18 likes. Fine. Good. Good people. Run up the likes though. Can we get to 20, 19? Hey, can we get to 25? Let's get up to 25 likes, guys. Can do it, guys. Trust the process, guys. Fucking process. All right, man. Big up Speedy, the Dairy. It's Speedy a Dairy City fan. The orange one, a yes man, not the best man. Yeah, facts. Prime spotted in infield jersey in London this afternoon. Hey, what's up, PFC? No, lad. Hope you're keeping well. My team beat Linfield 3-1 last night. Love to see it. Hey, big up you guys in the chat. Big up Spooby as well. PFC, Pels, all you guys. Big up Spooby for Linfield. Say it louder for the people in the back. Yeah. Hope I qualify for the World Cup next year. Yeah, I hope we do. I hope we do. Be nice to see Northern Ireland. Ireland or both in it. Northern Ireland play Italy in the playoffs though. You guys can beat Italy. If we can beat Portugal, you guys can beat Italy. Give the North if it was home and hope it in the box all the game. We have no decent strikes. Yeah, fair. You probably should. Ballard and inshallah. Okay, you guys are just going back and forth in the chat. Fairs. Hey, you're a Bulls fan. Fairs. Yeah, season starts again. Yeah, it does. How do you think Bowes will do next season, Speedy? Or not Speedy, PFC. How do you think Bowes will do? But yeah, both games have kicked off, by the way. Mozambique 1, Cameroon 1, it's still, and Gabon 2, Ivory Coast 1. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Chelsea have already drawn up contingency plans and not tolerate poor form continuing. One solution would be the appoint Liam Rosner, however he's inexperienced, and it would disrupt several seasons. Hey, see what I just say? What they're going to bring in Rosner in season? Hey, big up flawless, big up flawless. I just spent half time talking about the whole Chelsea stuff with sacking what's his name, them sacking Maresca. I think Bowles need to sack Alan Reynolds, get me a proper manager in being a title race. Yeah. We beat you team 3 times out of 4 times, trying to beat you Tallaght Stadium. What a day. Yeah. Um we have St. Paddy's in the Aviva Stadium preview. February 8th, 14th. I will be at the game. Ooh. Yeah, I might go down to Ireland one of these days and go to a Bowls game. It'd be great to meet up. I might go to a Bowls game. Um, yeah, pick up everyone. The chat. Oh, um, yeah, there was yeah, and it's been given the Fab, uh, the Bomba. So yeah, there's serious discussions about there's not going to be basically not being a end of year like season review thing, and if results continue, that Maresca could get sacked. There's also just a tweet about Chelsea looking at Liam Rosenier to bring in, but they don't want to disrupt Strasbourg's season for one, apparently, and two, he's young and inexperienced. So yeah, reliable sources. Yeah, Prime and Delima. I don't think you would survive in Delma A. Ivory Coast Miss Garnacho is crazy. Prime, did you used to be from Lucan? You sound like a Lucan. Nah, I live in Dublin. Ballycullen is where I so uh near Tala. Yeah. So yeah, flawless. You might have to do a emergency Chelsea stream. Um Ballers at the Bridge pods. No, not near Tala Hospital. Actually, to be fair, I was in Tala Hospital when I was younger, a kid. When I was a kid for like a week. But no, in Ballycullen, um, near you know where Fairhouse is? Near there, like very not far from there. My sister actually went to Fairhouse Secondary School. Used to work in Tala Hospital. Oh, nice. What are you? Are you a nurse or something? Yeah. Oh, Big up Flaw, lad. I hope Santa left you lots of milk on the crazy. Hey, nah, but Spoopy, how about you? How was your Christmas, Spoopy? And you as well, PFC. How was your Christmas, guys? I was a porter there. Yeah, cool. Um, but yeah, I wasn't when I was a kid in uh Tala Hospital for like a week, almost a week, like 5 days, something like that, 6 days. It was a interesting experience. Mm. I got lost in the Square Shopping Center before Prime, like amazing there. I got lost in the Square when I was a kid as well. It's Ballyboden near the Guinness factory. Nah, but near Tala Stadium, yeah. Back for a trip to Dublin. Yeah, I need to go back as well. I haven't been in ages. Yeah. All right, brother. All right, cool. PFC, relax, man. It's mad. It's mad. Yeah, but big up, you guys. It's yeah, an hour gone in both games. Gabon 2, Cote d'Ivoire 1, Mozambique 1, Cameroon 2, over the bar. Yeah, and as it stands in both games, as it stands in both group games, As it stands in both games. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. As it stands in both games currently. Cameroon are top on 7. Cote d'Ivoire are second on 4. Mozambique are third on 3 points, and Gabon have 3 because they're winning currently 2-1, but they're on 4 points. How did Gabon overtake that swing? Oh, they can't because they're head-to-head. Fuck. And Mozambique are losing regardless. So yeah, Gabon can't even come out of this. Yeah, I'm like, all right, Spooby, don't encourage him, bro. I'll ban you too, bro. Don't encourage him. Big up H. Big up guys. 21 people watching. Let me go check how many likes there is. They're better. The likes ratio better match up, guys. Better match up, guys. 18 people watching, 18 likes. Let's get to 30 likes, guys. Can we get to 30? Can we get up to 30? Let's get up to 30 likes. Get up to 30 likes. Big up, H, bro. I hope you're keeping well over the holiday. What do you make of last night's game? Yeah, H, speak on it. What happened last night? Because I didn't watch the game, obviously. I've not really watched club football since, again, like I said, the Palace game. Chelsea against Cardiff, was it, in the Carabao? Yesterday, after these watch-alongs ended, I joined Lewis's watch along, and I think maybe the last 10 minutes I joined of the Chelsea game, and yeah, it was only 10 minutes, like it was nothing really. So, but yeah, watching flawless, don't believe that it was quite possible. Oh wait, hold on. No, wrong one. Um, Someone said about 16 out of 10 ratio. Speaking of 16 out of 10, it's a shame that 16 out of 10 isn't on the AFCON ones, but hey, at least you're not this.
But can I just say, the 2 girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah, it's hilarious, man. What's that? What's that, brother? What's that, brother? Hey, big up, Spews. What are you saying? No DMs, back up, center back, no high back bound to lose. They just won their cup final. Yeah, man, I'm see it's hilarious. Hey, do you know that thing that Onana does? He's been doing during this run you've been on, where you know when they walk down the tunnel and he does the 3 points thing, 3 points in the pocket. Gabriel copied that, bro. They're gassed. Arsenal fans, the players, they're so gassed. So, hey, all this gas and stuff, it better result in winning the league, or at least winning a trophy. Loved Super Value back in the day, kissing the. Is Super Value still? It doesn't exist anymore. It's not still a thing there. Was in the game, so Onana went off at halftime, gave them 3 goals in is 6 points from 9 out of United Chelsea. Yeah. So H, remember back before the United game, we were talking about with Villa. You need to get about how many games in the next 3 do you need to win? And I was saying Villa need to win 7 out of the 9. They have to at least not be. They have to worst case scenario not lose to Arsenal. And some of the other guys were saying, well, no, they could lose to Arsenal, but at least get 6 out of 9 and stuff. What do you think now, H? Do you think, like, are Villa actually in a title race? Are you guys not in a title race and you're just like, you're the best of the rest, which what Chelsea should be? we should be the best of the rest, and not in a top 4 battle, but also not in the title race. But listen, Chelsea are fuckery, so whatever. But yeah, let me know, H. What do you think of Villa now? Because I don't know if you actually said you're in the title race. I don't think you did. But yeah, what do you make of Villa? Are you guys actually in the title race? The way the Arsenal game went, do you think if you had certain players fit, do you think that result doesn't happen, or what's going on? Spooby. H. Cuss out Don next time you see him. I mean, he sees this. He's a message in the chat about a pin drop. He's a fraud. Yeah, that's true, bro. He's a big fraud. Nah, Spooby, let him speak. They just want a cup final in May. Wait, hold on. What you say? Reload it. Hey, the chat has spoken, I guess. So reload it. Reload it.
By the way,
but
can
here
I
we
just
are.
say the 2 goals below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them. Right,
Big up the panel. I told as for
Reload it. Reload it. Reload it. Oh, bro, this Ryan guy, man. Yeah, big up, man. Yeah, he's been doing it for time now since last season. It's calm, end of the season. Nana got something for him. Wait, Nana got something for who? Oh, yeah. If Arsenal don't. Oh, so it's not just a thing Onana's been doing this season. Okay, fairs. I thought it was just a thing. But yeah, it's still a thing, Super Valley. Yeah. Big up Prime in the chat. Happy New Year to all. It's not. I mean, it's New Year's Eve. Prime, what is your beef with Lee Gunner? Wait, who said I have beef with Gunner? What's going on? Bro, if you told me after 5 games we'd be third, 7 points clear of fourth, I would have laughed. Was never in a title race, bro. It's all Europa for me. Yeah, you just want to win Europa League. Fairs. Oh yeah, if we have our players, we get a draw. Yeah, fairs. You guys think City catch them? So Villa H did Emery go into the game playing for the draw, or what happened? Did you guys set up for the draw, or did you like what? Because again, I didn't watch the game, not watch the highlights, so I don't know how the game actually went. You guys think City catch them? I don't know. Yesterday's result was big. You know, a big statement result. This is the first statement result Arsenal have had this season, in my opinion. Beating Villa. Because they didn't beat Chelsea. No, I've just not had the chance to be on the panel with Lee Gunner. But whatever. Yeah, they didn't beat Chelsea. They drew the City after being 1-0 down for most of the game. They lost to Liverpool. They lost to Villa a few games before. I know they won this one, but this is their first big statement win. So, well, yeah. Yeah. Big up Dave B for being part of the membership. Big up. But yeah, I'm not avoiding Gunner. Gunner just whatever. You had your chances. Onana was the best player in the first half. Yes. So did Onana come off at halftime, or what happened?
Yo,
Yo, was that Chuz?
yeah, it's me just yeah.
Oh, big up.
Yeah.
Fairs. I mean, the games are kind of almost over.
Yeah, I know, but I felt like you know what, let me jump in real quick and it felt like the
Oh,
last.
Brighton agree a surprise deal to sign Pascal Gross from Dortmund. What? Has he not always been a Brighton player?
Nah, he left him on a free to join Arsenal, and then looks like he's gonna go back there, which makes sense because he's not playing anymore.
Oh, Fairs.
Not fair. Yeah,
Am I Muslim? No. Ah, he went up injured. Okay. Arsenal didn't have Declan Rice yesterday. Yeah, fair enough. McGinn came on in the second half. Us having no DMs killed us. Am I the Irish too much of E? I don't know.
yeah.
I don't think so. I think Elijah would have to answer that.
Yeah, what are you saying though? Is it?
Yeah, I'm good. Did you just wake up again?
Yeah, like I was laying down for a bit, and
You know
yeah,
what? Chelsea are gonna Maresca's gonna get sacked.
yeah. I saw that when I was up earlier. Like it looks like it. Mad. It's kind of crazy. Like what even happened? Like I saw bits and pieces in about. I don't know what actually happened. Our prime's muted right now. Yeah, I'm not asking any comes back. They're up to the Charles Bowman. Like the only reason why you haven't seen really a lot of me today is because I've been out sick, man. I can't even lie. So yeah, that's why I haven't been on the stream earlier on obviously this one earlier today as well. But yeah, big up. Ooh, Mozambique. Oh, unlucky. Big up to the Charles Bowman. How about everyone's good, man. Oh, let me see. Over. Had CB versus Lewis earlier. Too shit was so funny. Wait, on where? On CB channel or Lewis channel? MH, like on which channel? Also, what's it called? Obviously, I don't know if I'm gonna see you guys anytime soon again, but also Happy New Year as well, man. If I don't see any of y'all, so yeah,
Yeah, Happy New Year
yeah.
to everyone.
Yeah, I know in certain countries it's already 2026, so
Yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. CB versus Apparently they're gonna do a stream this weekend. Pull up
yeah.
sheets of each other on their channels. Yeah,
Fair,
they are
fair
this
enough.
weekend. I think there's gonna be a 1v1.
I man, what this is gonna be the make Chelsea great again parade versus the shit. Lewis Loki needs a hashtag for his community, man. Low key, man. Like see two
Lewis's
top man.
hashtag is just Chelsea. It's
Chelsea,
Lewis's
man.
hashtag.
He's conservative, man. He's on the conservative. But what's it called? Before you went muted, what even happened? Because I saw obviously this Maresca thing, but I completely don't know actually what even happened.
Yeah. So there's reports coming out about the board and stuff. They're gonna get rid of Maresca. There's not gonna be an end of season review like there's been in the last 2 seasons, or was it 3 seasons? They're gonna sack. If the results don't change, Maresca could get sacked, and
Mm-hmm.
there's talk about how all this. When you start hearing reports of the players are unhappy, it's when you know a manager's going. Yeah, there's reports about certain players being unhappy with team selection or tactics or whatever. So yeah, and then there's also reports of Chelsea admire Liam Rosenier, but they're worried about his inexperience and about stalling Strasbourg's season. Yeah, that he's going to be the guy we bring in. But yeah, listen, I told you, I said this when Maresca spoke out about the Koval stuff in after the Palace game. I said he's not going to last. Like they're going to sack him at the end of the season. if he keeps speaking out. I said this.
Yes.
And people said, oh, no, they're not going to. They will. Unless he does something big. Even if he changes the form around, they will still get rid of him unless he does something drastic like wins the Champions League.
Yes.
Unless he wins the Champions League, they're just going to get rid of him. So, yeah. What do you think about what's going on at Chelsea? Like, do you agree he should go? Like, what's your thoughts?
I mean, in technicalities, like, the reality is, I don't think your team. You know my thoughts in terms of how I feel about your team. I do not believe that your team is a Champions League level team or a league title level team. I think you can probably win one of the domestic cups, like the FA Cup or Carabao Cup. But this is in this league, at least in this league, is a top four team, because obviously the league is not great enough. For me, I don't necessarily think he should get stuck with Chelsea, just because. And it's not even necessarily that I rate him a lot. It's not that I rate Maresca a lot, but out of this new crop of managers, he's, in my opinion, at least one of the better ones. Because who do we consider like managers in his crop right now that's kind of like in his era? Like, we talking about like maybe the Fabregas, Jabi, Slots. Like, we're talking about these type of managers, Amarin as well. These are like all in the same slot of like people who are in this crop of managers right now. And I mean, listen to the names that I just listed. Areola as well. Now, Klaafman's been a bit around for times, to be fair, but like, listen to the names that I'm listening to. Unless you want to go for the crop younger, which you like mentioned, which Liam Rossier, who is still a bit inexperienced. Who is the definitive upgrade that Chelsea can go from a manager perspective? Innit?
Yeah.
I would understand it if he had you guys mid-table, because then no, you're massively underperforming. And I think, yes, you can look at the table and say that, for example, we are only 5 points behind you all of the sudden, right? And considering how bad we have enough a season. But then I just look at it from a perspective of, say, the league as itself is just very mid, to be honest. And unless you have unless you have like a B tier or a low A tier manager, everybody from a manager perspective is kind of pretty much close to each other, to be honest. So it's kind of like, I personally don't see the point of Chelsea sacking Maresca if there is not a definitive upgrade. Like, if you go and get a definitive upgrade, like let's say for argument's sake, for example, you wait till the summer and then you get a Nagelsmann. It's understandable, but then I remember you guys both linked to Nagelsmann, and apparently there was some disagreements. If I'm not
We
wrong,
were linked
right?
to this is by the way, the league table. We were linked to, after sacking Poch, even the Poch hiring, right?
Yeah.
In theory, bringing in an experienced manager that's used to working with young players and developing them, I don't have a problem with that. My problem was Poch himself, that I didn't rate him. But getting in an experienced manager that's used to coaching and developing young players, so challenge for league titles and stuff, that makes so much sense to do. I didn't have a problem with that. But after sacking Poch, they went for Enrique. I think it was before Enrique went to PSG. Enrique was talking about how he needs more experience in the team. He went in for Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann also said no. So these top managers said no. They rejected us. And then the short list before getting Maresca was Maresca,
McKenna. I remember that one.
Kieran McKenna, the Zerbi.
I think Thomas Frank as well, right?
Yeah, there was talk about Frank. That was the short list. And I think there was another one. I think it was 5. I think there was another one. But
yeah,
there was
definitely another one. I definitely remember there was another
one. Maybe
one.
Carrick, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but that was a short list. Yeah. And we got the fact that Maresca is even this good is a fluke. They didn't expect Maresca to be this good. Because remember, they kept saying last year the aim wasn't to get top 4. The aim this year is to get top 4. Maresca overachieved by getting top 4 and even by winning the Club World Cup. We won the
Yeah.
Club World Cup, and the guys who got rewarded is the sporting director. So, according to everything on paper, the model's working because the sporting director is the ones who got rewarded. The fact that we're doing poorly in the league, that's not because by the ownership and all this stuff. It's not because of the sporting directors failing. It's because of Maresca. Because we're not supposed to challenge this year. But Chelsea fans who are angry that we're not challenging and stuff, that's not the aim for them. The aim is to get top 4, which, to be fair, points-wise, we can still do. And I do expect us to still finish in a Champions League spot, regardless.
Yes.
We're, what, 5th? We're
Fifth
on
right
30
now, yeah.
points. So
Yeah.
I still expect us to finish within a Champions League spot. But, yeah, like, the reason why they're sacking him is because he's speaking out. It's not because no one get it twisted. It's not has nothing to do with
What's happening in the league
how
right now?
poor we've been the last month or two. It has nothing to do
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
That's why they also got rid of Poch. They didn't get rid of Poch because we were mid-table for first half of the season. Because remember the second half of the season and how we turned it around and we reached a cup final and a semi-final in the FA Cup. Remember, everyone kept saying we should keep Poch. Look how we turned it around. They got rid of him because he spoke out towards the end of the season, not because of how bad we were in the first half of the season. They're going to get rid of Maresca because he's speaking out. And they'll bring in Liam Rosenier because he's going to be this yes man and whatever. But if Rosenier wins a trophy or two and he starts developing a bit of chest to speak out and demand things, he will also go. But I don't know. Rosenier, I don't know. Like, the thing is with Maresca, fine, he may not have the numerous CV and the trophies to back it up, but this guy is a winner. Like, during his playing career, he was surrounded by winners. He coached in City's academy. The whole thing about City model is about winning. He is a winner. He wants to win. He wants to progress.
He was an assistant under Pep Esposito as well.
Yes, he wants to win. This guy wanted to make the step up to at least be able to challenge this year. He wants to win. So you're going to get rid of a guy who wants to win. You're going to bring in Rosenier. I think Rosenier is a good coach in it, and I think he's doing well at Strasbourg. But he's doing well at Strasbourg for Strasbourg's level. The games. Go ahead, Jess.
No, but even then, because I watched some Strasbourg games too, and I speak to Steve sometimes. Like people say that Maresca is very naive. Like, bro, Rossi is the same thing, and he's less experienced on top of that. Like if the Blade doesn't work for Rossi, forget about that adjustment. You know, so you have a manager where like, yo, I'm gonna play my style. If it doesn't work, it is what it is. But I saw Toulouse bob them man off the field, man. They couldn't do fuck all. And remember what I said when I speak about Thomas Frank, when he still coaches like he thinks he's still at Brentford, innit, when he's since he joined us, innit? And how that mentality will never work out.
Oh, but by the way, guys, Gabon 2, Ivory Coast 2. Ivory Coast just scored an equalizer. So, I just wanted to say that. Go ahead, Jess, continue.
Nah, which is actually good for I mean, Mozambique would have been third anyway because they beat regardless of what happens, they couldn't finish ahead of Mozambique anyway. So, but
Gabon can't move out. Yeah. This group has just been about who finishes where between the top 3 teams. Gabon can't do anything. So
yes, and even I think if I'm not mistaken, if unless Ivory Coast can find a late winner, Ivory Coast would go back first, innit?
No. As it stands right now, Cameroon are top with 7. Ivory Coast are second with 5, and Mozambique are third with 3 points. As it stands.
But if Ivory Coast go, then Ivory Coast goes. If Ivory Coast scores a winner, I think they go first because of the FIFA rankings, right?
Yeah, they'll go back to top Ivory Coast if they score.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But if Mozambique equalize, that'll be. If Mozambique equalize,
that would be 4 points for Mozambique.
But yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Jez.
Now, if Mozambique equalized, that's because I'm looking at it. If Mozambique equalized, Ivory Coast go first because both Cameroon and Ivory Coast will be on 5 right then, and obviously FIFA rankings would put Ivory Coast ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Now,
sorry. Go ahead. Go back to the
but,
Chelsea stuff.
yeah, Chelsea. And so I was saying this about Frank here. About just your Brentford mentality is not going to work at Tottenham. And Tottenham is nowhere near the status of Chelsea in it. And Leon Rossi, yeah, good manager, good manager. I've seen he's a decent manager, but I feel like he is like in this Hitler bracket of managers where like you gotta do a lot more in your career and you gotta experience being in certain situations to even come close to coaching a job like Chelsea. So I think it would actually be a backwards, in my honest opinion, is a backwards move for going for Maresca because Liam Rossi had never been in a situation like this as a coach. At least Maresca, like you said, he's been in a situation where he was at a top club, even if he wasn't coaching. Pochettino, as much as you didn't rate him, he was still coaching at Spurs. He was still coaching at PSG. Tuchel was coaching at Dortmund, was coaching at PSG. Like you see those managers, and then when you look at Liam Rossier's career as a manager since he's been coaching, I just don't. I
Yeah.
just don't. I think it's just a backwards move all around. I just don't think that necessarily. Like, you can go, and the worst part about it is, who's to say that else that you recruit better? On top of that, you know, like your recruiting's been horrible ever since they went into this kids model, you know. And I've been saying this for a long time, and I know people on Saxon City TV in the chat saying just as hating, but bro, look at where this team is at. Look where this team is at. So it's like for me, again, I just don't see necessarily the point of sacking them unless massive changes happening in terms of not only the model changing, but also the tier of managers that you're actually trying to bring in. You know what I mean? But yeah, but you get what I mean, yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. What you're saying makes sense, and that's my worry because Rosenneer doesn't have. As much as I think we don't know. He doesn't have it's too early to make the jump up. Just
Oh,
now.
100%. It's way too
But
early.
but also with Maresca, it was too early for him to make the jump up at Chelsea. And all the growing pains and the mistakes he's making, I expect that from a young manager.
Yes.
So that's why I don't get on. Like, that's why I could get onto him, but I'm like, I get why you make those mistakes. Like, it makes sense, especially the pressure at being at Chelsea. You're going to make those mistakes. And you talking about Rosenneer, the
Or the
mistakes that he's
Cameroon
doing at
keeper.
Strasbourg.
So the Cameroon
Yeah,
keeper nearly made a howler. They nearly would have scored an own goal.
yeah.
But yeah,
Like,
yeah, but
the
yeah, continue.
mistakes that he even makes at Strasbourg. But it's Strasbourg, so it's not a big deal. But you
Exactly.
can't get outclassed in certain games, or not even outclassed. Even if the setup is right, if you still lose at Chelsea, it's your fault. The fans aren't going to look at, oh well, Garnacho missed 5 chances and that's why we lost one. No one cares.
Yes. That's the problem, innit? That I look at it from your perspective is that I just think you're fuck kind of regardless, to be honest. I just don't see. I just don't see. I just don't see a. I just don't see a football club that shows me that they really mean being like. For example, even I look at Arsenal for example, and I don't think necessarily that's the greatest owners, but you saw a shift happening in it after their whole protest in the Super League. The way they operated pre the protest and past the the protest is just different, innit? Not saying that they have done a fantastic job in it, but not that they have done a fantastic job in it, but they've been a lot more aggressive when it comes to getting a certain level of player in it. Have I really seen Chelsea like yes, you like I think the only 2 players that you have probably done that for were probably in my eyes at least Enzo and Caicedo in it. but Enzo and Caicedo. These are probably the only two players that I look at and say, yo, these are two players in terms of a prestige perspective and a reputation perspective, where I look at and say, you know what, they were some of the hottest prospects in the market, and you really went all out for it to get them in. Because I wouldn't even include Palmer, because like most people didn't even expect Palmer to become this and be this good. Like people knew about his talent. Like I knew that Palmer was a good talent all the time. Like I saw him even play in the academy, but I never
we
expected
only
him to
bought
be this good
Palmer.
immediately.
Remember, and QQ got injured in preseason, and then against West Ham, Carney got injured. That's the only reason why we bought Palmer.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. So it's like really and truly, like, is not saying obviously it worked out in it. So you're not gonna take it for granted in it, but it was more of Cote d'Ivoire scored. Wow, Cote d'Ivoire made it 3-2. Yeah, it's 3-2. Like Cote d'Ivoire go back top.
They are.
Yeah, they go back top. Yeah, Torres scored.
Cote d'Ivoire top. Cameroon second, Mozambique third.
Yeah, 19-year-old left winger Bostumana Traore from Hoffenheim. Wow, this is
Chelsea are
crazy.
gonna buy him now.
That's hilarious. Once a Chelsea gonna buy him, but
hey man, we need another left winger, bro.
hey, the funny part is you will probably look at a left winger very soon again. I wouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah.
But overall, I just think you're fucked enough. Like unless something generally changes, again, I just don't see. I just think, you know what I would call Maresca sucking. If you guys do suck him, I call it immature enough. It just feels very reactive, very immature, just very short-sighted, you know. And this is me even not really, and like, you know, I don't really rate Maresca like that, but it's a weird one, you know. It's a weird one. Like with your football club at least. But yeah, to be fair, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter for Cameroon. Actually, yeah, it would actually matter for Cameroon if it would have scored one more goal, actually, because they would have gotten ahead of them. But yeah, full time here in the Cameroon game. Yeah. But yeah, this Cameroon, at least the Cameroon game is over. Here is over. Let me go over quickly to the other game real quick to see the ending as well.
That's done as well.
Oh,
Mozambique, Cameroon is done.
Yeah, I was speaking about Cote d'Ivoire, Gabon, because there's just still like couple seconds left, minutes left. Because obviously, if unless Gabon can score an equal, holy shit, what is that free kick? Holy shit! But yeah, unless Gabon can somehow score an equalizer, Cote d'Ivoire gonna end this group up top at top of the group. Yeah. Also, by the way, Mozambique is also gonna go to the next round as well, since they're one of the best third place finishers in this tournament as well. Yes, Stefan said it. Yes, Cameroon, Ivory Coast 3. Yeah, we saw that. Cameroon versus Banana last 16. Yeah, that's gonna be a good matchup. Unless we see like a surprise goal by Gabon, which I really doubt is gonna happen. I really doubt it's gonna happen. Yeah, Gabon just looks like one more opportunity for them to go forward. Ball goes long into the area, into the final third area. Gabon comes down with it. Cote d'Ivoire clear. The ball gotta go. Oh, he slips. The ball gotta go forward.
We're facing Mozambique and they're fucking now. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is gonna be game over. This goal. He's gonna score this, but it's not gonna count anyway because he was offside. Yeah, this Diamond goal is not gonna count now. I swear he was offside. Yeah, he was offside. Yeah, the one guy was initially offside. Yeah, he's not gonna count. The fact that he went even celebrate, the fact that he went even to go and celebrate when the goal was never gonna count is hilarious. Oh no, he was not offside, but I think the player took a touch actually. Now, if the striker didn't take a touch, is onside. Like if if Diomande didn't take a touch, it wasn't offside because it was still in the halfway line. I mean, it doesn't matter anyways. It doesn't matter anyways, but just for us, that's perspective, because it would give Ahmad an assist, which put him on like, unless he had obviously I haven't been watching this game, so I don't know if he had an assist in this game or anyways, but you get the point. It does help for your statistics to play of the tournament stuff. But yeah, let's see this replay. If Diomande touched the ball, it's gonna be offside. But if Diomande doesn't touch the ball, it's onside. Yeah, they're just doing a quick they're just doing a quick check. Yeah, this is a lot. Oh, one thing I say about chat. One thing I say about this AFCON is that for whatever reason they take forever for VAR. I don't know what they're looking at. Yeah, no go, no go. Diamanda must have touched it probably. But yeah, Gabon gets a last minute opportunity here. Goal from a free kick from their own half, gets kicked long. Can Gabon get it into the box, or is the referee gonna call it? They cross in. They have it. Can he find somebody? Lemina. Lemina loses out, but they still recover it. Oh, well done. That's a foul now. No, referee's not gonna call a foul. But this should be game. Game done. Cote d'Ivoire won 3-2 at the very depth of the game after a really. Obviously, I didn't watch the game, but I saw them down like 2-0, 2-1 at some point. So it's like, yeah, with a comeback win, Cote d'Ivoire secure top of the group. Cote d'Ivoire secure top of the group, so they're not gonna be second anymore, and they're not gonna play South Africa, which is I think a bit really good. Well, because the winner of the group would have had to play Burkina Faso, and Burkina Faso Burkina Faso is not a simple game. Let's say this, but then I mean it's kind of like choose your poison. Do you want to play Burkina Faso or do you want to play South Africa? I think you would rather want to play Burkina Faso. So Cote d'Ivoire, yeah, they're gonna find themselves playing Cote d'Ivoire. They're gonna find themselves playing Burkina Faso, and Cameroon's gonna play South Africa in the round of 16, and whoever wins that game between South Africa and or Cameroon is gonna play one of Morocco or Tanzania. Nigeria, Brian said earlier, Nigeria's gonna end up playing Mozambique. Nigeria is gonna play yeah, as I said earlier as well. Ivory Coast, the winner of the group, is going to play Burkina Faso. Egypt is going to play third place Benin. Senegal is going to play Sudan, and Mali is going to play Tunisia. So yeah, these are all our round of 16 matchups and games that we're going to have. And yeah, big up the chat, man. Big up the chat. Prime, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to close out? Because I'm kind of feeling like it.
No worries. Pick up everyone for watching. Genuinely, especially bro, I didn't think that many people would, because it's the final game and stuff, and it's New Year's Eve. Bro, a lot of people were tuning in. Big up Pels, Mbaku, Steven, Spooby H, PFC, all you guys, bro, for keeping the chat entertaining and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you. This is the last group game for AFCON, so we take a break for a couple of days, and well, I say a couple of days for a day. Jez and I and the rest of them will be back here Friday. Steve's back from his trip and stuff, so he should be on the stream we do on Friday. We're going to do a review of all these group stage games, and we're going to do a preview of the round of, not just the round of 16, but we're going to look at, you know, the pathway for teams and who can get to the final and stuff like that, who can win it. Thank you, Jez, for being here as well. Thank you, everyone, and also, you know, thank you to Flawless for giving us the platform to be able to do these AFCON watch-alongs. Thanks, everyone, for always tuning in. We'll make sure you like the stream as we end. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Also subscribe to our Clips channel, Sarcasm City TV Extra. You're subscribed. Before we end, we'll probably end on this, because there's going to be a Q&A tonight, and they're just going to be playing this during the whole Q&A. So,
Let's start.
By the way,
but
can
here
I
we
just
are.
say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them. Right,
All right,
okay.
big up the panel. I told.
Unlimited bullets.
Team,